Hello everybody, I am known as the Cosy King. It's a silly name, I know, but it's a name I just had as a tag on TikTok years ago, and I made films about it, and this is where I've ended up doing a bit of a YouTube channel. So this video here is to explain who I am, what my project is, and what you can expect from this channel because it's in its infancy. So I've done TikTok for a bit on car stuff. Started off with my Cosworth, moved on to general garage life because I've been a mechanic for 30 odd years. So we have behind me my Ford Sierra Sapphire RS Cosworth. It's a 4x4 model, a K plate, the very rare smokestone blue. Numbers would believe, if you believe them, that I've read online, there was around 21 produced and there's 10 or 11 left in the country. Again, they're just what I've read online, but they are rare colour. So we started restoring this car when I had my garage, and I worked in the garage. I had a place where I could work on it. So we've now basically built a bit of a tent and we're cracking on with it here. So here's the story behind the car, and then we'll show you around it and explain the plans for it, and then in later videos we will start showing work on it, because I've sort of decided to do the YouTube channel halfway through the strip down. So initially the plan was to pull the engine out, refresh all the oil seals because it was a bit oil leaky, as you know these cars are. We got all the engine out and we realised it was a nice bog standard engine. It hadn't been rebored, the crank was all nice, not been fiddled around with. So I thought, well, while we got it apart, we'll put a set of bearing shells in it, make sure it's all right, build the longevity in it. So we rebuilt the engine, we had brand new forged Cosworth pistons in it from Motortech, all new shells, ARP fasteners, WRC head gasket, everything decked, head skimmed, pressure tested, new valve guides, valves recut, new valve stem seals, everything. We had the works. Built it all up with some other goodies, which I'll show you in a minute. Started to put the car back together, and as the car was going back together, I got new suspension to go on, new control arms, bushes. I was cleaning everything up, the steering rack, and as I started putting it back together, I thought, this is a bit scabby under here. It don't look right. We've got all these new bits and all this terrible underside. So I thought we were doing underside resto. So that's as far as we got. We got it on to the point it was on a rollover jig on its side, starting to strip the underside. There was nothing on it, no engine, no gearbox, no running gear. And then obviously circumstances changed, so I had to chuck it back together, and it was stood for a few months while we sorted out somewhere to do it. Sorry if this is a bit boring, but this is a bit of the backstory at the minute. So this is kind of what I want to get out there so you know what's what. So at the minute it's back on its axle stands and we've stripped it down. It's gone a bit over the top again. We've decided just to do the whole lot while it's here, because we found, I knew there was a couple of little holes, nothing major for the car. Found a couple of little scabby bits that do need treatment, more like just a grind back, a rust treatment and a repaint, just to tidy them up and stop them. If I just do the underside, I'm going to be back again in a few years redoing the car. So there's no point, so we're just going to do the whole lot, get the wings off, do it, paint it, everything, do the whole lot and just enjoy it. How long it'll take me? Well, I'm hoping to get it done at some point this year. Depends how much time I can get out. So what I'll do now, I'll take you around the car, show you where we are, show you what's what, let you know a few basic plans. One thing I will say, if you're a purist, this isn't the channel for you. The car was modified when I got it. It was stage 3, big brake kit, all polybushed, lowered, aftermarket wheels, all that sort of gubbins. But I'll show you where it is now, what's left to strip down, and then as we start going on to the videos in the future, hopefully I'll try and get one a week out. We'll be showing you the bits of welding, fabrication, painting, where we're going to get bits plated and stuff like that, and hopefully make it a bit of a channel. We'll also include anything that I do car related. So I've got a Focus ST, wants a couple of sills on it for MOT time, so I'll show you doing that. I've also got a Fiat Uno Turbo, well it's not an Uno Turbo, it's just an Uno, but it's got a Lancia Delta Integrale HF Turbo engine in it that I bought a while ago, stud, that needs an engine in it and recommissioning, so I'll show you all that as well, anything that's sort of car related, but I am a massive Ford petrol head. So let me just show you around this a little bit, and bear with me because these are my first YouTube videos. So if we go, first and foremost, to the engine. Now you'll see, to start with, as you can see it's been painted a bit, but where it's been stood, it's got a bit sort of crappy around the front here, and that pulley's a bit manky. It's not end of the world, there's nothing that will clean up. So The engine's going to come back out, go on a stand, and that'll go away till we're ready to put it back in. But some of the things we've done to it already, obviously the internals. That turbo is a brand spanking new T35 turbo, which is what the Escort Cosworth came with, the large turbo on it. Also known as a T34 with a 0.63 housing. Very rare, good for around about 380, 400 bhp, which is what I'm aiming for. That's where my last one was, and it was quick enough. So that was brand new, they were remanufactured. So a few other bits, got the Vibratech engine mountings, they were on it. Coming around here, I've got the, well, heart style inlet from AirTech, I believe it is. Yep, that's AirTech. We bought that from, that's where that came from, a bit back. So that's on there. Not so much for power, more aesthetics. As you can see, it's a lovely looking plenum. I think it looks really nice. I hope I'm going to be a bit too much on it. So bear with me a bit, because when I do my TikTok videos, I just sort of grab them, shoot them and launch them on there, and they're only a minute or two long. What I'm trying to do with this channel is just make it a little bit better. So you can see under here, everything's off pretty much, all the wiring looms out, the ABS pumps out, the fuse box is out, which would normally be around here in this corner here. That's gone. Strut brace has gone. So I had to weld it, one of these dodgy bolting ones, so I'm going to weld all these holes up here. We're also considering welding all these holes up and smoothing the inner wings out, because they look a mess. Some of the things under here, got a brand new wiring loom to go on, wasted spark conversion, which removes the distributor, makes it more reliable. Uprated, for it to go in here, we've got uprated intercooler, radiator, fans, we've already got that. That'll all come on. We'll go sort of under here as we're going round the car. Let me just drop this down. We have got, bear with me, my videos will get a bit better as I get the hang of all this lot. So all the suspension's off now under here, all the front suspension's off. If you look down, you can see, if we go under bits like that, you can see I gave that a clean subframe. All that's off under here as well. All the arch liners are out. Everything's ready. The plan this week is to get the engine out and get the last few bits out so we can crack on with it. If we move on into the interior's pretty much been removed. If I start you around the other side and I put my light on, I'll be able to see a bit better for you. All these bits you see, they are a little bit, but this is nothing that won't, these are the bits that will clean up. There's little pieces, like just under here, down where the fuse box was. They just want, if you can see them, they just want a little clean. Not horrendous, but they want doing now while we're doing the car, so I can enjoy it for the years to come. So, whole interior's out, doors are off. Again, it's not bad in here. If you have a look, there's a couple of little bits, like there's a little bit on the sill there. These are the worst bits, the floor jacking points. You can probably see from that where it's been jacked up, it's raised. Shouldn't jack them up on that. It's designed for the factory jack, which like slots in. And there's a bit of a previous pour repair down here. Again, these little bits of scabbiness here, although they don't require welding, what they do wants welding, but like these bits, they want grinding back, treating, epoxying and painting. This is one of the worst bits on the car. This bit of a sill, you can see we'll cut it out ready. We'll cut back what we need to cut back. Bit of inner sill, middle centre sill. We've got an outer sill, like an intermediate sill and an inner sill. Rear suspension still to come off. That's not a problem. It's only sort of loosely bolted on because it was off before. If we move around to the back glass is out ready. And then again in here, it's just sort of surface rust on the wheel well. There's a little bit of surface rust in there. I don't know if it'll pick it up. It's a bit dark. It just wants rusting and treating. There's a little tiny hole which we found. Excuse me, where is it? Just there, which we'll sort. But what we'll do is we will do the whole interior, paint it. Again, just the little bits. These seats always want redoing. These always rot because I've got a strengthening plate underneath the inside and water gets in them. We've got two new strengthening plates that have been remade. That side, if you can see over there, you can see it's been took off and it's damaged. This is the worst side here. This one's a bit rotten. Again, it's been pushed up and made a mess of. And there's also, I don't know what's going on here, but someone at some point welded it with a hammer from the other side. I don't know why, so we're going to sort that out and attend to that while we're at it. But what we'll do under there as well is, we will, in fact I'll show you if I can get down. If you can see, just quickly. These are the jacking points here. They all get squished, you can buy these new. So we'll buy 2 of them and make all this bit brand new basically, so you can't tell. And there's your part that we replaced, because that's where your water sits between them two and rots it from the inside out. So got the gearbox and that to get off. That's this week's plan. And then what the plan is to do is to basically do a full underside restoration, so everything will be stripped, cleaned, welded, fabricate any panels. It'll be covered in an anti-corrosive epoxy primer, some kind of stone chip. We're not exactly decided on a brand yet. There's lots of different ones. Seam seal everything, do that, paint it in the same colour as the car. We'll do the same inside here, where we have to take this sound deadening off, which is horrible stuff. This stuff here, we'll put that down with some matte. We're going to repaint the inside and the boot, up on the wings, paint all the under bonnet, and that's pretty much where we are now. As everything goes back on, it will go back on with as much refurbished parts. Say we've got brand new suspension to go on, we've had them for a bit, things like that. And that's it. That's where we are with the project. We've got loads of new bits. It's mostly just time. So this week's plan, get the engine and the rest of the suspension out, get the front glass out, whip the wings off, because there's little bits inside the wings that you're just not going to get to properly to give them that 100% attention. Once it's all painted under the bonnet, underneath and inside, we'll get the inside back together, probably pretty much the wiring looms in, things like that, and then start rebuilding it. So that's where we are at. So I hope you like my little video. Please give me some feedback if there's anything you'd like to see in particular. Like I say, we're going to try and bring you along on the journey. I was umming and ahhing. If you're interested in what I've shown on TikTok, I am still under that Cosy King. Yes, it's a silly name, but it is what it is. So I hope I haven't waffled on too much and you've all got a bit of an idea where we are, but we'll delve into it all as we're going along and start filming more actual work. This was more of an introduction video, so you know what to do. The like and subscribe button, and we'll see how we get on with this channel. Thank you.